Hey toy fans, Aaron here, and we're going to just keep going with the playset theme and check out the Death Star Escape. And this was released in 1996 for $10, so let's head to that table and check it out. Starting with the packaging, this was available in the Power of the Force line with the red or orange lightsaber in the background, however you prefer to refer to it. You do get a nice image of the product with the figures available separately of the stormtroopers chasing after Luke and Leia as they swing across the chasm. The point of this playset allowing you to recreate that iconic scene. Checking out the sides of the packaging, you can see that main image from the front of the box repeats throughout. Getting to the back side, you get the dedicated shot of the product, which does vary a little bit from the look of what we actually received. When we get a look at it in a few seconds, you'll see there isn't any black on the bridge pieces as pictured here. And there's a couple other variables here and there as well. As for the rest of this backside, you've got a brief description setting up the scene where the action took place in the movie. And then below that, an image of Darth Vader and Obi-Wan figures fighting on that bridge, which didn't actually happen in the movie that way. But I guess it still gets the point across that more can be done than just swinging Luke and Leia back and forth. And then underneath that is an advertisement for the detention block rescue that was also the other available playset at the time. I've done a review on that one already, and I'll put a link down below in the description if you wish to watch that. And then moving to the right, we got the advertisement for the Star Wars fan club, and then also the Kenner logo, since Hasbro hadn't switched the branding over yet at that point in time. Looking at this out of the packaging, this is a very simple playset, but still an effective one for recreating some fun. Obviously, there was a bit of assembling to do out of the packaging. The floor pieces on each wall just slide on. Then the top and bottom bars attached to the walls, and the cardboard piece with the image of the Death Star chasm just slides into position. The rest of the little bits just snap into place, and you loop the string through the center top piece, which has the Stormtrooper utility belt attached on the other end. The door looks pretty well represented as it was seen in the movie, with these little indented lines going throughout it. You're able to slide it up and down as you wish, manually of course. On the other side, where you don't have a door, is kind of the next level up, if you'll call it that, where you can station a stormtrooper at this huge gun. Naturally, the big blaster wasn't in the movie, but there were stormtroopers above, and I suppose it adds to the fun for the kids to play with. The overgrown blaster is molded after the Rebel blaster. This is something that we would later see released on the carbon freeze chamber playset, but in a dark gray color. This has a little bit of swiveling and tilting to it. Also, the missile can be shot out by pulling on the little trigger. Aside from that, each wall piece is designed pretty much the same, with some Death Star elements represented either by some pieces being molded into the plastic, having a different paint job, and then you also have some stickers that can be applied to help sell the location. Mine are starting to peel off a little bit, but it has been over 20 years since I put them on. On the floor, you do have little pegs sticking out to help hold your figures upright. Then we come to the main point of this playset, which is the string attached to this top centerpiece. But you stick the utility belt around your Luke Skywalker figure, and if you can position Leia in his arms, you can have fun swinging them back and forth. When the 25th anniversary rolled around, they released this Luke and Leia set that I actually started to use on my display piece, since it fit together much better than trying to get the original two figures into the pose. Aside from that, you have the bridge piece that just sits here in between the two ledges. It does give a kid a little more to do with the set aside from just swinging a couple figures back and forth, so I think this was a pretty good inclusion. Overall, I think it's a pretty neat set. I mean, who doesn't like the thrill of the scene in Star Wars? And just looking at this on my shelf, it's a pretty simple reminder, and I instantly hear the trumpets in my head as they swing across. Alright, so that wraps up this look at the Death Star Escape. I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are, so let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.